Welcome to the Gallivant Gals Podcast. I'm Natalie.
And I'm Angelica, finally back. I missed the last episode. Miss you guys for sure. We are excited for today's episode. We have got Jamie Ferguson, one of our Gallivant Gals, with us. And we are going to talk about I wanted to call it the fart so bad. We're talking about Disney's Festival of the Arts. But first, Jamie, why don't you introduce us to our Gallivant gang? I'll stop doing this eventually. Introduce yourself to our Gallivant gang. Let us know a little bit about you, and then we'll get started.
Hi guys, my name is Jamie. I'm an agent with Gallivant Gals Travel. I'm super excited to be on tonight. Just kind of still coming off the high of a great trip. I have 3 kids and a husband in service. Really quick, we'll touch on I've lived overseas. We lived in Europe. We were in Germany, so we've done some travel over there. And I literally grew up, I think, with Disney since the moment I came out of the womb. So definitely all about the Disney. And I also booked some travel for cheer. So very excited to be here.
Yeah, but her kids are in cheer competitions. So if any of our listeners out there have, any need for cheer bookings, like for the cheer competition, she's your girl.
She knows
for sure.
the cheer stuff. She knows what they offer. She's done it both, where she's gone all through the cheer and then on her own as well. So she knows her stuff. Fun fact, Jamie, I've known Jamie since I pretty much moved to North Carolina. So it's been like 21 years. She was at my wedding. So
wow.
I know. It's been a long time. So I've known Jamie a very long time. So she was one of the first people I was like, Jamie, I need you to do this. Like, you need to do it. So,
I will never forget when we decided to go out on our own. She was like, my friend Jamie would be amazing at this. And I'm like, sign her up. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Yeah, we both had like people in our minds of who we wanted to come with us, like to do this. And so we reached out to a few people, and you were one of the people that I was like, I need you to do it. Oh, and you're military. Oh, yeah, you said you're military.
Yes,
so you
we
also
are military.
know
well, for a few more months,
deals.
we'll be retired in May. My husband's almost done.
Crazy. But you'll still get all the military benefits because anyways, you get the full military benefits even when you're retired.
Yes, and we'll get extra benefits with him being at the airline. So we're
gosh.
really looking forward to the next
Like, I mean, I feel like that's the whole package right there.
I know.
She's like, look, guys, I'm living my best life.
I will be, and I will be in Orlando. So
yes.
I will be living my best life.
Can I come visit? I just, can I be the house guest that never leaves unless like my children need tending to?
Yes, we can arrange that.
Well, we are so excited to have you, Jamie. So today we're going to talk about the Epcot International Festival of the Arts, a little rundown of the Arts Festival. Figgy, who Miss Angelica is holding, Figment is like the mascot for this festival. It goes from January 17th to the February 24th. I realized on our last podcast when I was announcing Mardi Gras, I said February 1st to the 30th, as if people are supposed to know when the 30th is. So March 30th.
I was like, Natalie, there is a February 30th.
Total brain fart. It was March 30th. But the art festival goes from January 17th to February 24th. It is one of the shortest festivals. Along with the Festival of the Holidays is also a really short festival.
Yeah.
But we have Jamie on because obviously she has been to this festival and holds it near and dear. So let's see. What are some things we should talk about first? Let's talk about, it is the art festival. So there are art booths all over. Jamie, tell us about the art booths.
So my kids are super artsy and they follow all these Disney artists on their Instagrams, and as they're like releasing like sneak peeks of what's to come. We have walls covered in their art. Each artist will release new things coming up for the festival that will sell that year until kind of it's sold out. But I think what makes this is like super, super special is that you get to go up, you see when your artist is going to be there, you meet them, you chat with them, they sign the art you buy, even if it's a postcard that you buy, they will sign it there for you. I mean, they don't
That's
care how much you're
amazing.
spending on the item. They're going to like personalize it for you. Stella, real quick story. My middle child designed a phone case. She drew Figment, had it printed, took it, and she wanted to get all the artists to sign it. Well, she meets one of her favorite artists, and his name's Rob Kaz. We have a huge Figment drawing of Rob. Amazing. Well, Rob sees this phone case. He draws his own Figment on her phone case and signs it. So now it's in a frame. She let no one else sign it. He ruined the idea, but now she has this like amazing, like one of a kind Rob Kaz drawing on her phone case that she.
I have died
Is
dead.
amazing. What?
Oh my
Can you
gosh.
put anything to like protect it so it doesn't rub off, or does
We
she
haven't.
use
She's
it?
just put it in a shadow box. Like it is not to
Okay,
be
it's
touched.
just
She
not
took
to
it
be
off her
used.
phone. Like we
Girl,
went
I
and
would
bought
be
a new
like,
phone case. Like
I'll be dipping it in a like epoxy resin,
Right?
something to like preserve, like you know how they preserve wedding dresses. I would be
Right?
preserving that phone
That
case.
is awesome.
So you really get to know your artist. Like Stella messages back and forth with some of them. Like
I love that.
It's very cool. They're interactive with you.
Well,
I love it.
Figment being like one of the main characters for the Festival of the Arts, I'm sure that was huge for her. If she's got a huge, like, I
It's her
obviously,
favorite person. It's Figment.
I was gonna say Figment, like, I mean, I have him permanently on my body, y'all. Okay, so Figment has a special place in my heart. So he's that little
He's just so
childlike,
cute.
he is, and he reminds me of my kids. You know, like the one little spark of imagination. So I'm telling you. If you love Figment, Festival of the Arts is definitely one you do not want to skip on, for sure.
Right.
And the artists are there at different times, right? So, like, you could,
Correct.
and I didn't even go to look to see, like, have they come out with surely the list is already out.
So there's a list and they're releasing like their times that they're going to be there. And now, again, they're giving you like sneak peeks and even some of the actual art is coming out. So you'll know what your artists are releasing for this year and like what you might want to go buy. So you can kind of have like a pre-purchase plan.
That
and
is
I know,
awesome.
so correct me if I'm wrong, but not all of the art is Disney based, or is it?
I would say not all of it because even Rob has his own like signature work that you can.
Okay. Because a friend of mine who was there last year sent me, I'm a Swiftie. And so, like, I got message after message after message from one particular booth of like some of the Taylor Swift art. And I'm like, it's like screaming, crying, throwing up on the inside because I'm like, I need to get there. I need to purchase all the Taylor Swift art, you know. But I wanted to clarify because I've not been to Festival of the Arts. I want to go, but I was thinking that some of the art wasn't all Disney. So
I would say like large majority is, but there is some stuff sprinkled. That's gotcha.
Yes. Some of the other art that's there is they have these amazing chalk artists. And I was so bummed. The day we were there, it was a really rainy day in the morning. And then by the time we got there, I was totally bummed. So the chalk artists were out, but shockingly, the chalk art that they did was still on the ground. So I got to see some of it, but the chalk art is amazing. What chalk arts did you guys see, Jamie?
We saw, I think our favorites, the ones that like are like 3D. It looks like it's going into the pavement. Like it's very, very cool. And
so they do those 4 photo ops.
Yes. But they still sometimes have like the barriers around them because they don't want you like actually stepping.
Yes. And those were obviously the ones we saw were those ones. But
like, I just need to know, have y'all ever seen them drawing on the sidewalk? Like, do they wear gloves or do they be tearing their knuckles up like I do when I draw with my kids on the sidewalk? Because I'm telling you, I love some sidewalk chalk, but I do not love having my knuckles skinned up. Like, I would think that they would wear like some kind of protective gloves. I need to know. I think the people need to know.
I don't think they are.
I don't think so. And it looks very uncomfortable. Like anytime I'm on the
They
ground doing
are
it, it
just
just
out
looks
here
very
raw dogging
uncomfortable.
it and like
I do
literally
think they
just
have like paint brushes for like their blending, like they're blending with something other than their
Yes.
fingers, but
Yeah.
they're on the ground with
They're
no
on the
gloves.
ground.
They're just down there doing it.
Yes. And it's crazy what they can do with chalk. But,
listen, my knees will be popping trying to get up off the ground. Like that is some dedication.
oh yes. The next thing they have is all around the parks. They have all these photo ops. Like we just talked about the chalk art ones, but there is literally like booths everywhere that you can take pictures in. It is pretty awesome.
The giant ones that like your whole party, like if you have like a lot of you, you can go in to get photo ops. Like there's even like hidden stuff, like the Luna and Luca stuff that was painted on the walls that were like hidden. So there's just like stuff all over the place.
Oh,
I think they have a couple of special ones too. If you're like a Disney Chase card member, or it kind of like they do with like the health insurance thing over at like in the Morocco Pavilion. I think they have one specific for like Disney Visa card holders.
I'm not 100% sure. I wouldn't be surprised.
They do on normal basis. I'm pretty sure they do for Festival of the Arts too, though.
Yeah.
And it's usually a character.
Yes. Another fun thing they do that we did get to do, even though it was rainy, is, and this is so ridiculous, this was probably the thing I was looking the most forward to, was the stinking paint by number mural.
I know.
That thing it is huge. It is massive and it's free. You go up and you pick a color and they give you your own little color and a paintbrush, a sponge brush, and you get to paint 6 squares. So you go find your number and you paint those 6 squares. But it's so cool because like you helped paint this gigantic mural. It's huge. But did you guys do that?
Does the mural stay up like for a certain amount of time?
Where do they put it?
So I think that it actually gets painted multiple times. I could be completely wrong.
See, I don't know.
But when we showed up the first year that I took her, it had just been painted over again. Like it was
so they
blank
do the same one.
I think you get to paint the mural multiple times.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know.
I mean, that would make sense.
Put the mural like when it's done.
Until now,
they probably paint over it and then just do a new one.
I don't know. Pressure wash it.
We might get to keep painting it every year. It might just be the same with a different.
I think it's different.
If they can put that giant Christmas tree up in over 24 or in less than 24 hours, you know, I think that they could do a pressure wash a mural off a wall. This is where I want to become friends with some of the cast members who do this. I need insider information. What
I know. Where does the mural go?
To these things?
Random fact about the gingerbread house. So once they're done with the gingerbread house, they take it to a place for the bees. And so nothing goes to waste.
Nothing goes to waste from it. Yeah.
Nothing. So they've got to do something with this mural, but that's a whole nother dive.
Yeah. Do they eat gingerbread?
I guess they do, but because I know something with the bees. They take it somewhere for the bees.
With the sugar and the honey and
yes. But whole nother topic. The next thing they do that is awesome is they have kind of like Eat to the Beat. They have Broadway, and it's over in the American Pavilion where they do the Eat to the Beat, but they have Broadway concert. And I was going to look up view details.
Shut up. Do they really?
And it's like the actual Broadway people too that are there to do it. They've had Aladdin and Frozen and Newsies. Okay, so they have
they own the rights to Hamilton.
Oh, do they?
Hamilton's on Disney Plus. They own the rights to Hamilton, so I wouldn't be surprised if.
So
Alexander Hamilton.
So the cast of someone from The Lion King, the cast from Frozen, cast from Aladdin and Tarzan. But you can also do a dining package for this. And they have 3 shows a day, 5:30, 6:45, 8 o'clock. Oh, and they do a number of hits, such as Aladdin, Frozen, Lion King, Mary Poppins, Tarzan, Newsies, and more. But the singers are actual Broadway singers from the Broadway shows. They themselves have been in these shows. I would love to see it. The time we were there, we were not able to see it. Have you caught any of the Broadway stuff, Jamie?
I've caught it like walking and passing.
Right.
We've never actually stopped to do that one. We have done stuff in that like amphitheater before,
Yes.
but
I feel like it's popular. It's not as popular as like the Candlelight Processional or some of the Eat to the Beat. But if you're a Broadway person, like this is your chance to like see Broadway people at Disney.
yeah.
And just to clarify, it will be like Disney Broadway, not like
Yes.
popular.
Yeah, no,
Like,
there's no
you're
Wicked
not
going
gonna
on
hear.
there.
They're not going to hear any Wicked ballads.
No. But it will be Disney songs because there's
And I
a
just
lot of
checked if
Disney.
you're looking to do like a dining package. They're also doing the same thing with this Broadway that you can do the same day dining packages with Regal Eagle. So
with
like if
Regal
you didn't
Eagle.
make one ahead of time, you can check like probably early that morning, but you should be able to
Nice.
get like a Regal Eagle same day dining pack.
Yeah, I wonder how much that one is. Do you have the cost? Because the Regal Eagle is just a counter service, so it would be way more affordable.
I was going to say,
It is normally more affordable.
I freaking love the Regal Eagle.
Yeah, I would be down with that. And then Jamie, you had put Animation Academy. I have not done that.
So just like when you're in Animal Kingdom and we took the
Yes.
train over and did the animation there, they during Festival of the Arts, they do it in the big amphitheater there in the Americas.
Yes.
That is one of my favorite things to do
Yes.
at Disney. Like, do y'all know how many drawings that I have framed of my own drawings from Disney? I literally, like, have framed my own art, and I'm not even mad at it. Like,
I have brought mine home. I have never framed them, and I think they're lost. So,
girl, I'm staring at Nick Wilde right now. He is on my wall. Like,
Nick Wilde.
Nick Wilde is right there on my wall.
Okay, found pricing. Rewind for 2
Oh,
seconds. Regal
perfect.
Eagle is only $39 for adults and $23 for kids, so it is much cheaper.
I mean, you're gonna eat anyways. Like you're gonna eat, and in the dining, is it like entree, drink, dessert in there?
The entree, dessert, or full buffet, and an alcoholic beverage or non-alcoholic beverage.
Okay, so you're gonna eat anyways, so you might as well do the dining package to guarantee to
For
get
sure.
your seat, a good seat. For
You're not
the
waiting in
show
line
that
for
night.
hours if you're doing the
Yeah,
dining
not
package.
having
to
It's
wait
a
in
whole
line.
lot different experience.
You just walk up. Yeah, that's a really good deal, and you can do it the day of.
Yes, Regal Eagle is
That's
day of. I don't
crazy.
think
I
you
didn't
can
know
book
that.
that one ahead of time.
I did not know that. Good to know. So Regal Eagle is the way to go. I wonder what time that opens in the morning. Is it like a 7 a.m. thing?
I'm gonna guess it's a 7 a.m. thing. I did not look this time because we have so many reservations. We were
Yeah.
down there, but I know that it is a new thing that they did.
I love that.
I feel
Love
like
that,
that's a
love that.
really good affordable option too.
Mhm.
You know,
Mhm.
and especially for those who have kids, like I'm not spending $60 for my kid to go and eat something, you know, want mac and cheese.
Or they're
and
not
get a
going to
ni-
eat. Like,
Exactly. Like there's no point. So I'm really glad that Disney's doing a more affordable option because I mean, $26 for a kid, like I feel like I'm paying for my seat at that point.
Right.
You know, like I'm paying for a ticket, like a ticketed entry. Like that's not that bad for me.
Not
But
at
like
all.
$60, that's a little different, especially
Yeah.
when you got 3 kids.
yeah, it looks like
So-
adult tickets, like just in general, can go up to 106 for dining packages for Broadway.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's
that's a
quite
lot.
the range there.
Yes,
Yeah.
that is a lot. Well, speaking of food, another thing that the art festival has is there's food booths all around. I love that all the festivals have food booths because that is just becoming what Epcot is known for. Is
We
the
are
food booths.
foodies in my
Yes.
house. My
They have
husband
a
wants to go to
Figment
Disney
waffle.
to eat.
They have a Figment waffle.
Right? They have a Figment waffle this year. It's the Figment. Oh, is it called a liege waffle?
Yes.
Oh yes.
Okay. Because
Yes.
I
I
have
would not
never
have-
known how to pronounce it. And I
wouldn't
took a
have
shot in
either.
the dark and I was like, I think it's a liege waffle, but like watch it be like something like liege or something crazy.
Soft.
And I was like, le poisson. Like that
Yes.
in
Yes.
my head. I was like, I was about to murder that. But they
Yeah.
have a Figment waffle for this for this year. And like, it's got like a little thing, like a little, it almost looks like one of those things on a birthday cake that you can eat. That it's like fondant that tastes
Yeah, like a
terrible.
little, it's probably, I think most of them are chocolate now, but they're like just a
Yeah.
little image of Figment on the top.
Yeah. And
Chocolate
so
is
he's
so
in the
much better.
middle. And then it's got like all the purple and the orange goodness around it.
So during
Figgy's
this festival,
on a waffle.
the Odyssey building is just really based on Figment. It's Figment's inspiration station. So all food is kind of geared around Figment for that this year. It's really cool.
Have you seen the Figment hoodie?
Oh, yes. So cute.
Stella has it. His fingers are painted on it. Like his fingers are on it. It released while we were there at Christmas. We went into the Figment store the first day and like she didn't see what she was looking for. And then the next day we went in and she was like, Mom, this wasn't here.
I need it. And
I
she
have
loves
literal-
Figment so much that you just have to.
Yes.
I'm literal
we have his
tears
holiday
in
shirt
my eyes.
that he wears on the ride. And we also now have this hoodie. We got 2 new Figment hoodies.
It
I
has the
love
wings
it.
on the back of it.
Yes.
I got the
And does it have
why
horns
am I-
on the hood too?
Yes, why am I crying over a sweatshirt?
So cute. His belly is like stitched. It's almost like a little 3D-ish. It's so cute.
Jamie, rubbing
Well, I hope maybe they still have it when you're going down soon. So hopefully they will have it.
I'm not
I'm
going down for
wishing
another
that-
month.
I'm wishing
Well, that'll
that.
give them time to restock it.
Yes.
Just buy whatever size you see when you find it.
Yes.
Girl, I'm about to buy a plane ticket for tomorrow, like, and go get my
Well, they'll
hoodie.
probably be out of stock. They'll still be out of stock. We need to let them
I will
stock back
shamefully
up.
buy one on eBay.
Yes.
There you go. But the food booths. The food booths.
I
Yes.
can't
What I
talk
love
the rest
about
of
the
this
food booths-
episode. I'm too sad.
It's because of the art festival. All
Yes.
the food is very
Beautiful.
artsy. It's beautiful, it's
beautiful.
colorful. It's
Deconstructed, like, dishes.
I have to say,
Yeah,
we tried
so
the
cool.
deconstructed. It wasn't my favorite because I wanted to like it, like the key lime pie.
Yeah.
And then
Oh.
they had something else. It was a deconstructed BLT. And the
Mhm.
egg that they had on the side, it didn't even look like it was cooked. I went and took it back and they gave me another one. And I was like, yeah, that egg doesn't look cooked either. No. And
No.
the bacon was like the pork belly and it was
Yes.
just fat. No.
You have to be a pork belly person. Like, I feel like you're
Nope.
either you are or you're not. And
Yeah. No.
that can ruin that. I can see that
So
ruining the dish.
basically what you're telling me, Natalie, is like if I want to eat, this is not the festival for me.
No, the
No, it's
the
so
food is
good.
good. Just the deconstructed one was
I
a,
eat like
was
a
a no for me.
5-year-old. I
They
eat
have
like
a
a
tomato
5-year-old.
soup with grilled cheese.
That's
Yes.
her
Oh yeah,
thing.
that's a
I
really popular one.
like
Well-
tomato soup. It gives me heartburn.
It
It
can.
does do that.
But
Now,
the
I did
food
see the
booths are
Skittles
great.
cake. Did you see like the Skittles like rainbow
Oh,
cake?
Like all the
That's
colored.
with the Figment food. Yes.
Yes.
I can get
Um,
behind that.
So yeah, the food is fantastic. I think the one last thing that we have, well, there's a couple things that we haven't talked about yet, but before you go into World Showcase, there's like this blank area. You can either go to the left and go to Mexico or the right and go to Canada. And in the middle there,
Cool.
there's like this big blank area.
You
and
can
they
either
have
go the wrong
different-
way or the right way.
Or the right way, yes. But in that area, they have different performers. I think I call him the like messy artist. Like he does like all this messy stuff, and then he adds these final touches, and you go, "Oh my gosh, that's Simba!" Or you know,
Right.
like
I love those
So
kinds
amazing.
of artists.
yes,
Cool.
it is amazing. So we did see him, and they have like music people there. And the like I know in the past they've had like the statue people.
Yes.
Did Hannah get to do some kind of little art thing with the bike?
Yes, we had to pay a little extra for it, but it was totally worth it. So I pedaled and then it spun this thing around and then she got to do the paint. It was like a spinning paint thing, but she got to do the
Cool.
paint while I was pedaling and it
Oh.
turned out so good. I
Oh,
would
that's
leave right
fun.
now and go get it. But that was probably one of our favorite things that she did and it wasn't that expensive. And they had a few other little art things that you could do that you had to pay extra for that were not astronomical, but it was like the perfect souvenir. So
I encourage my
yes.
kids to do this for their souvenirs. Like, buy the art for
Exactly.
the souvenir.
Yeah.
You're going to have it forever. It's not the toy that I'm going to like pull out from under your bed. I mean,
Exactly.
just buy
Well,
the art and ship
like
it home.
And honestly, I think that's why I love doing the animation experience, because
It's a
to me,
souvenir.
that's a souvenir. So
Yeah.
like if you like different unique type things that you can bring home from your trips, the Festival of the Arts is definitely the place to do it, I think.
Agree. Are they doing this year how they had like Figment around the countries in different places?
I have not
Like the
heard.
trail, like you know how at Easter they do a trail?
They do, so they
I
do the
imagine they
eggs
would.
and they do the pumpkins. They do the pumpkins at Halloween.
Yes.
I mean, they've done it in years past. I don't see why
Oh,
they
scavenger
wouldn't.
hunt, Figment. Yes, I found it.
Yeah.
I found it.
It's
Okay.
like,
It's
that's what
the
I was, it's the
Figment
scavenger
brush
hunt.
with the scavenger hunt. Okay. It was right in
See,
front of my face. So
So
they are
like,
doing that. It's a little extra paid thing, but it's not that much, and
well,
you get a prize automatically.
Right.
and they'll have hidden Figment too. Like I think last year they had a hidden Figment in Living with the Land, and they had like a
Yeah.
tiny little imagination pavilion, like in one of the bins, or like the turns. Like I'm sitting here saying
Yes,
bins, like
you
I'm
could see 'em.
Pocahontas, like the river bend of the ride, and you could see the tiny little imagination pavilions. So
I
there's
do
little
remember
hidden
that.
things like that. I think that they do kind of all over the park.
And then one other little thing that they have a kids chalk area where they just have chalk and the kids can just go to town on the ground with chalk. So something fun that you can't usually do at Epcot, that is available during the Festival of the Arts. So that is a little fun thing. But I can't.
And there's a
Can you
lot of
think of anything
concrete at
else?
Epcot.
Do I?
I said there's a lot of concrete at Epcot.
Oh yeah, and it's just designated in this one area.
Yeah.
But it's just a fun little thing. But
The only other thing is, it's just like all the festivals where you get your little booklet and you collect stamps. So it's like an artist palette cookie that you can get at the end of it.
That's right.
As your little gift.
Like
for
you go to
completing
the
all your
food
stamps.
booths, and if you try particular food items on that menu, you get a stamp, and at the end you get the cookie.
Cookie.
Yeah, I remember that now. Yeah, so that is part of the food booth experience. But I think we covered it. Like, I think we covered all of the art festival.
I think we did. It's a good one.
It's a good one. Now, Angelica has to show Figgy. Okay, hold on. Show Mr. Figment. The first year that we went, this popcorn bucket had just been released, and I think it was day 3. And my dad and I stood in line, and my stepmom was there, and Justin was there too. We were like, I'm just going to get one. And my dad was like, oh yeah, someone from back home was like, I'm just going to get one too. To take back home to that person. Cause he was like, oh, if you see the popcorn bucket, he goes, but the line's been like 8 hours long. Like, don't wait in it if it's long. Well, near the end of the night, we decided to hop in line. It was maybe 20 minutes long.
That's
And
fantastic.
you could buy 2. So my dad bought 2. My stepmom bought 2. I bought 2. And then did Justin buy 2? I think
Justin got 2 as well, because he was like, what am I doing?
It was ridiculous. Okay, so my dad took 2 home. I gave 1 to Angelica. I gave 1 to Jamie.
You got to tell the story of you giving me mine. So backstory. I had a client down there, and like the day that it released, and I was like, if you happen upon this bucket, I would be forever grateful. I didn't expect it. And then I saw that Natalie was down there, but I was like, I'm not going to ask Natalie.
Didn't even mention.
I
didn't
didn't
even ask me.
So Natalie and I have a girls' night. Just, we would meet halfway in Gastonia. And this is before Gallivant Gals was ever even like a thing or
wasn't
thought
even
of. We were
off the ground.
No, we were
Weren't
working for
even
our
thinking
previous
about it.
agent. We were just besties at that point.
Meeting for dinner.
So we meet halfway and we're walking to our car and she goes, "Oh, by the way, I got you a little something when I was down at Disney." And I was like, "Oh my gosh." And y'all, my love language is yes. Like if someone gives me a gift it does not have to be nice. It does not have to be expensive. You could buy me a pack of gum that reminded you of me and I'm going to be happy. Like cause I'm a penguin and I pebble people and like, so that's my love language. So I'm like, "Oh my God, we really are best friends. She bought me something." And emerging from her car, okay,
Sticky.
and he was not blinged out. I have since given him a facelift. Do you want to know that I erupted into like, I was sobbing, like,
Tears came to her eyes.
like,
I'm not
and y'all,
emotional. I got a little teary. I got a little choked up because she was choked up.
like, I don't cry. I'm normally dead on the inside. Okay. So when she hands me this cute little purple dragon, who I have grown to just love and cherish,
Whoa.
like, and I just cried. I was like, he really loves me. He is really she is really my best friend. Like, like I cherish him. So this is my original Figment. I have 2 more that look just like him, but they're from the year after. So this is the original, and I blinged him out and put his little name
That was
on the
the
back.
best part of getting the buckets, was giving them to people that I knew wanted them.
So, oh my gosh, I just put 2 and 2 together that's the Jamie that you brought the other one back for.
Yeah, Jamie. That's me.
Hey,
It
Jamie,
belongs
nice
to
to meet
Stella.
you. Like,
Belongs to
I
Stella,
mean, it's not like I haven't known you for over a year and some change now, and I just put 2 and 2 together that she's like, "I brought back one for my friend Jamie," and I'm like,
yes.
I hate her.
Stella
but
has
it's
just
fine.
become obsessed with Figment, and it is like a permanent fixture in her house. She got Figment statue for Christmas. Like, it is just all things.
It's a thing. Yes. Oh,
Well,
yes. And I had to go buy that sweater that she had at Target that's all the Figment colors. So I do have the Figment sweater from Target.
The Target Figment
the
sweater.
perfect colors.
I have the Figment sweater that has like the embroidered Figment on it from when we went a couple years ago. It was like a yellow sweater with the puff sleeves, but
Oh,
I have
yes,
to
I
have
know what
the
you're talking
hoodie.
about.
I have to
I
have the
do know
hoodie.
what
I
you're
have the
talking about.
lounge fly. Like I need the hoodie.
Well,
I will
I
not
love that
rest.
they have made Figment the like mascot for this festival, and he will continue to live on and on. So, well, I'm going to end it here. But Angelica,
If you or your loved one would like to book a trip to go visit the Festival of the Arts at Epcot, get in touch with us at sales@gallivantgalstravel.com and we can match you with one of our amazing agents.
and
Until
remember
next
to
time.
please like, subscribe, follow, share, turn on your notifications, and please follow along. So thank you so much. Bye.
Until next time, y'all. Bye.